We are moving on to the third and final and no less important. This is probably this is the most important category, actually. The mental motivational tips, you guys. This loc journey is not for the weak. We'll start with that. And congratulations to you for being a boss. So, tip number 1, I'm sure y'all probably don't want to hear it. I'm sure you hear it all the time. Now, there is a reason why we all say this, and we ain't all saying it for no reason. Tip number 1 is to be patient. Let me take my microphone off the stand so I can walk around. Okay. So, the thing that I tell people all the time is the way that you start your loc journey is nowhere near the way that you will finish. Like, if I insert pictures from the beginning of my loc journey to the end of my loc journey for my last set, tell me that you would have looked at my locks in the beginning and thought they would have ended up looking the way that they looked. You wouldn't have, because I had no idea what was going to happen. I had people asking me, what are you doing with your hair? When are you going to take those twists out? I've had these twists in for 5 months. Why are you asking me this still? Like, you didn't get the idea? You're going to have people questioning you. You're going to have people trying you. You may question yourself, but I just want you to realize that the way that you start is not the way that you finish. And that is so very important. And that is honestly the most vital tip that anybody with locks can give you. And I know you guys hear it all the time, but you have to be patient. Like, this is the time for you to give control to your hair. Like, you can't control everything in your life. I'm telling you, like, it's gonna reward you, and your locks are gonna be so beautiful, and you're gonna be so happy. Like, locks is one of the best decisions that I've ever made in my life. Like, I was so connected to my first set, and that was the first time in my life where I ever loved my hair. Don't let anybody discourage you or make you feel like your hair is ugly or it's unprofessional or it's just you look better with straight hair or you look better with curly hair. It doesn't matter what nobody thinks. Just stick it out for yourself. Even yourself. Don't look in the mirror and be like, damn, I look a mess. Like, and you just may look a damn mess some days. That's the thing. I want to keep it real with y'all. I'm not saying that you're going to wake up and you're going to feel beautiful every day in the beginning. Wait till you get a couple years, because that's how you going to feel. Or even a year. Like, you can wake up, throw that thing off, throw that bonnet off, and you going to go, honey, because you're going to be looking good. Good. Without doing anything. You don't got to stand in front of the mirror and detangle your hair. I hate it. But seriously, like, you wake up and you go and your hair is absolutely beautiful. Like, my first set, I got compliments every single day of my life almost when I was in public. So just know that the way that you start is not the way that you will finish. And the best part about it all is that you can see it, you can feel it, you can embrace it, you can love it. You just have to really realize that there are truly different stages of the loc journey. So you got like your budding stage, which is where you're gonna have like big puffy parts, and you're probably gonna be, you know, self-conscious about them. You're gonna worry about it, like, why is my loc bumpy here, like, and not here? But that's the thing about the budding stage, is it's literally random. It's gonna bud wherever it wants to bud. It's not all gonna bud at once. It's gonna do what it wants to do, and that rolls you into the teenage stage. The teenage stage, your hair, you know what a teenager is. If it wants to stick up, it's gonna stick up. Let the journey take you where it's gonna take you. It will not lead you astray. It's gonna lead you the right way. If you went straight from having 2-strand twists or comb coils to fully mature locks, like, it wouldn't be a journey. It wouldn't be a journey. It's called a loc journey for a reason, baby. So moving it on, we got a few more, you guys. We got a few more. This is also one of the most important tips, is to leave your hair alone. Leave your hair alone, you guys. Like I said before, especially in the first year, that is the prime time for your hair to develop and transition into what it needs to do. You doing too much to it, you saturating it, you're doing too many styles. Leave it alone. You know, and I get it. Some people have jobs to where you feel like you can't really, I hate to say be yourself as a black person, but that's the honest truth about it. Like, they can actually discriminate against you for having locks. Like, a job does not have to hire you if you have locks. Crazy, right? Crazy. Love yourself in your natural state. Don't let the beauty standards of the world and of today make you feel like there is an ugly stage. And that brings me to my next tip. And this tip really bugs me because what is that? What is that, and why is that a thing? Like, I get it, you know, like, I don't want to come up here and not be realistic with you guys. I want to keep it real. But I just want you guys to really understand that the ugly stage is really not a thing. There's going to be some days where you feel like your hair looks wild, it looks a little crazy, but that's okay. You know, and I get it for somebody who has longer, you know, starter locks. For me, even my last set, I started with long hair. It may not be as difficult, you know, in some people's eyes, but instead of my hair looking like a short mess, which is what some people feel like it looks like, mine just be looking like a long mess some days. Like, regardless, like, there's no ugly stage, because the transition of this whole journey is so beautiful that you should be able to overlook that. You just really have to love yourself in that moment and just realize that it's not gonna last. If you're struggling, you feel like you don't know what to do with it, or you don't know how to make yourself feel better on days when your hair is looking rough, try to find other ways to build yourself up on that day. Put on a little makeup or something, I don't know, but feel cute, like, from the inside. Even if you got to, like, do your best, like, not to let beauty standards get in the way. Like, find you a nice little low manipulation style, like, put it up or something. Like, just do something to get through that day and just take it all day by day. But I need you guys to really understand that the ugly stage is not a thing. I don't care if your locks, if you got locks this big, or if you got longer starter locks like I do. I don't care what it is, but you need to really realize that that's not a thing. Okay, you get that out of your head, because that's what stops a lot of people from even starting their loc journey, is that ugly stage. Step out of your comfort zone for just a little bit and just realize that it will all pay off. Say it with me: the way you start is not the way you will finish. I'm telling you. So my next tip is for you guys to document your journey. This one is pretty self-explanatory. It's not really much that I need to say, but I will say that even, you know, if you're not a picture person, that's fine, whatever, but you're gonna want to look back on pictures of your locks. It's such a crazy transition, you guys, and it's so exciting that I'm super grateful that I have pictures to look back on. And this set especially, I am snapping them things, baby. Even if you're not a picture person or anything like that, take some side pics, take some back pics, just take some hair shots. But you want to take some videos of the back, like, just document your journey. That way you have that to look back on, because I'm telling you, like, the drastic change is gonna blow you away. So it's always nice to look back, to have things to look back on, because when you don't, all you got is memories. Document your journey. Why not? So another little hack, if you are struggling in the beginning, I guess this would kind of fall underneath the ugly stage. You know what? I'm not even gonna say that. I'm not even gonna use that. I call it the wild stage, or, you know, the crazy. You may be a little wild. That's what we're gonna call it. We're gonna call it the wild. We're gonna call it that, the wild stage. So if you were having some issues, you feel like you just don't know what to do, honey, you're sick of looking crazy, you can't do it no more, you can't hold on, put a wig on or something, wrap it up, put a head wrap on, put a wig on, I don't know, do something. I've never done that personally. I'm a very, very low maintenance woman. I don't get my nails done. I do my eyebrows myself whenever I feel like it. And I mean, really whenever. So for me to leave my hair alone and let go, piece of cake. Piece of cake. Do y'all still hear me? Piece of cake. I didn't have an issue. But if you always need your hair done, Miss Lady, or you one of them women that like to change your hair every 2 weeks, throw a wig on or something. Like, just because you feel like locks aren't versatile in the beginning, because they really are. Locks are extremely versatile. Like, the things that you can do with your hair being locked, like, people really be sleeping on us, and I don't know why. Now, the thicker your locks, is going to be a little bit more challenging for you to do certain things, but anyway, back to the point. If you're struggling in the beginning with your appearance, put a wig on, put a head wrap on, a scarf on, or something like that. Jazz yourself up in other ways. Build yourself up. If nobody else is gonna love you during this time, love yourself. Seriously. Ain't nobody else gonna do it for you. This is the time for you to worry about yourself, worry about your hair, worry about that. Worry about yourself and build yourself up. Love yourself. All right, so this is also one of the most important things that I can genuinely tell you, and I want y'all to really listen up. Listen up. Do not compare your loc journey to nobody else's loc journey. It's pointless. You're wasting your time. Wasting your time. And let me tell you the simple answer as to why. That ain't you. It's not you. It's not you. It's not your hair. It's not your skin. It's not your body. None of that. Don't nobody got the same set of locks. So you can envy all you want. You can find you a loc crush all you want. But that don't mean nothing. But I will say what you can do is, if you haven't started quite yet, you know, if you have an inspiration or a picture or somebody that you just love their locks, take that. If you don't plan on doing them yourself, take that to your loctician or whatever and show them, because that's also another very important part. Make sure that you are starting the way that you want to start. Don't let nobody tell you that you should start a different way. If you want thick locks, then get them. But also, I will say, you have to know your hair and you have to be realistic with your hair. But yes, you can take a picture and show your loctician or whatever and tell them that you would like your locks to be similar to whoever's. But just know that there's no point in you comparing them if they don't end up like that. Your locks they're not going to look the same as anybody else's. They're yours. They're not gonna look the same as they damn selves. You're gonna have one loc that look one way and another loc that look a completely different way. Like, locks are gonna be what they want to be. Okay. Hey y'all, look at my little Rugrats up here. Y'all see them? Look at them. Antique collection. I actually got those for my mother, so they are old. Probably worth some money, but we gonna save them. But yes. Do not compare your loc journey. It is completely pointless. Know that your loc journey is beautiful. It is yours, and you need to treat it as such. Treat it as such. That's your, these are your babies. Like, I call them my babies. My babies, not your babies. Not Shaniqua babies. Not Terry's babies. Not Bob's babies. These are my babies. Kyra's babies. Treat yours the same way. Okay. And then also the lumps and the bumps. What did bother me with my first set was I had like this right here. Like, this would have drove me absolutely bonkers. Like, I hated these pieces. And the ones that only really bothered me were the ones in the front. And that's because they were highlighted by my pale ass face in the background. So they really bothered me. Like, why? I was like, yo, what is going on? Like, why does it look like this? Like, and it bothered me for a long time. I want to say like probably like the first couple years, but then they magically disappeared. They went away. They went away. They went away. So I ain't care no more. But that helps me out for this time, because I know they're gonna go away. They will go away on their own. There is nothing that you need to do to like minimize them. They will go away. And that also goes for frizziness. Frizziness as well. Like, it's okay. Like, I'm telling you, like, don't be trying to chop off the frizzes. Like, yo, I seen that today. That's the first time I ever seen that. I seen somebody take a pair of scissors and cut down the side of their locks to get rid of the frizz. What the hell? But that's just not necessary. Like, even if your locks are super frizzy in the beginning, like, as the years go by, as they mature, like, those hairs are going to form around that mature lock, because it's going to become a mature lock. Like, so give it time. Like, the frizz, you'll be okay. I got me a little frizz going on. I'll say one of the most important takeaways from this motivational mindset section is just know that the way that you start is not the way that you will finish. I want you guys to really keep that in your mind, okay? Hopefully I didn't miss anything super important, but I don't think that I did at the moment. I just really want you guys to remember that your loc journey is yours. Your loc journey is beautiful. Your loc journey will not end the way that it started. It is going to be a absolutely beautiful transition, and you will only make it harder on yourself if you do not let go a little bit, and if you do not nurture your babies the way that they want to be nurtured. They don't need much, but don't neglect them, okay? So that is all I have for you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure that you hit subscribe before you do go. Like, comment, share, all that good stuff, and I will see you guys on the next video.